From Jacksonville, Florida to Battambang, Cambodia, a group of UNF Hicks Honors College students take a trip to a social enterprise called Soksabike. Soksabike got its name from a key phrase in Khmer language, Soksabike. This means, how are you, in Khmer. And this is the phrase which gave Soksabike its name.
Soksabike is a social enterprise that aims to make a difference in the community and family businesses through their bicycle tours. They believe in financial, social, and environmental sustainability. They put a large emphasis on ensuring a positive social impact rooted in respect, appreciation of the Khmer culture, business, and countryside. A large part of their organization is responsible tourism. They believe that responsible tourism lies in understanding how we as individuals impact our communities, in becoming more aware of the environment that they cycle through, how they influence those they visit, and what type of impact Soksabike has as a result of their tours. They believe they become more mindful of their own goals and capacities as a social enterprise. They have an impact on the Battambang community and on tourism. The social enterprise helps the families that they visit on bicycle tours by compensating the families when Soksabike visits their homes. They provide education to tourists about the Cambodian countryside and allow tourists to learn about traditional family work in Cambodia through the home tours. This also provides the Cambodian people with a sense of pride over their ability to show off their culture and what they do for a living. Soksabike additionally benefits the Battambang community by promoting sustainable tourism in Cambodia and in Battambang by supporting the locally made products that these families produce. Furthermore, Soksabike provides jobs to local Cambodians by being in business. They hire local university students to work part-time while going to school. Soksabike offers training for their staff in tour guiding, IT, finance, and English. They provide workshops on responsible tourism and environmental protection. In addition, they give scholarships to some of their staff to help them in furthering their education.
According to their website, Soksabike is Battambang's longest-serving and most experienced bike tour company. It is the only bike tour with guides who have extensive training in English, Cambodian history, Buddhism, culture, leadership, and customer service. They currently offer 3 different tours. The one we went on was the Local Livelihoods Tour, where we learned about the production of traditional products. They offer the Customs and Cultures Tour, where you learn more about the mixture of ethnicities, cultures, and religions that make up Cambodia. And the Ride in the Countryside Tour, where you can see firsthand the juxtaposition of modernity and tradition in daily village life. The tours can also be customized for specific NGOs, schools, and companies. Soksabike has carefully considered methods of making these tours accessible to as many people as possible. Tuk-tuks are hired if someone is unable to bike long distances, and they have options such as baby seats and tag-along trailers to accommodate families. This social enterprise has expanded their services and reach profoundly since it was founded 7 years ago in 2010. The only complaint we noted after reading the company's reviews on TripAdvisor was that a few people had problems with the quality of their rental bikes. Some of the bikes broke down while they were riding them, but Soksabike is trying to solve that problem by having an in-house team of experienced mechanics that regularly check, clean, and repair the bicycles. Christina and I brainstormed some ways Soksabike could expand their company even more than they have now. They could offer half-day and full-day length options for each tour. Right now, they only have both options for the Livelihood Tour. The Culture Tour is only 5 hours long, so tourists have a limited amount of time at each stop. The Ride in the Countryside is offered only as a full-day tour, so it is meant exclusively for those who like exercising and have the ability to ride 42 kilometers. Another way this social enterprise could grow would be if they also offered even longer tours for experienced cyclers, such as a weekend-long trip. After looking through the tours that are currently marketed, we noticed that there was not one that focused on the environment. That was surprising to us because the natural environment has a lot of influence on the lives of the local people, since many Cambodians work out in the rice fields and fish in the Songkhla River and contribute a large part to the economy in Battambang. Jungles cover most of Cambodia and contain a substantial variety of flora and fauna, but it is currently being threatened by deforestation. There is not much work being done to protect it as the country develops. Having a tour about the environment can help spread awareness of the importance of the surrounding ecosystem. The tour could be off-road down paths through the jungle, and they could additionally offer an adventure-driven tour that would appeal to more advanced cyclers. On the Livelihoods tour, we visited a monument for victims of the Khmer Rouge, but that was the extent of our exposure to the genocide. A tour that talks more about the Cambodian genocide and the Khmer Rouge's impact specifically on Battambang is a possibility for how this social enterprise could evolve in the future. Once Soksabike generates enough money to support expansion, they could open a branch in another city, such as Siem Reap.
We looked to see if Soksabike had any social media or if they could utilize that if they weren't already to help expand their business. According to their website, they currently have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and Flickr. Although they have created accounts for all of those social media sites, they are not continuously active on all of them. On Flickr, Soksabike only has 3 followers, and their Twitter has not been posted on since March of 2016. The Instagram that they have is active, but only has about 106 followers. Their Facebook, on the other hand, has over 1,000 likes on the page. If they have the ability to hire on another staff member to handle their social media, we believe that it would bring in more business to their social enterprise. However, if they do not have the resources to bring on another person, we think that focusing on just building their social media for Instagram and Facebook, it may be more helpful to them because they already have a small audience for those sites. If they were to solely focus on Instagram and Facebook, we think that they would be better to then take the other social media icons off of their site so people do not go to look at them and see that they're inactive pages.
In summation, Soksabike showed us how they build pride and confidence in the community, gave us an appreciation of the Khmer culture, and taught us the proper way to respect the local people along with the importance of responsible tourism. In this video, we examine the types of impact the social enterprise has had on the people that work for and with them. We discussed how Soksabike has grown thus far and suggested some ways they could increase their extent of their influence, such as adding additional tours and increasing their social media presence on 2 platforms. Social enterprise comes from the want to make the world a better place, and it is obvious that that is what Soksabike wants to do. They do not focus their impact only on one aspect of life in Battambang. They want to positively affect the tourists, environment, local communities, and Battambang as a whole. One concept that is emphasized over their other goals is responsible tourism. They want to make Cambodia a great place to live in and to visit, but the well-being of the locals takes precedence over it being a tourist destination. There is no point in Battambang being a place for visitors to enjoy if the local people are not happy with how they are living. The reason why Soksabike has been so successful over the span of its life is that the people who work there are passionate about what they do. You see their love when you hear the tour guides talking about their home and see the locals working hard on their livelihoods. Every tour they lead is filled with energy and enthusiasm, which rubs off on those they interact with. Through this tour and our overall trip in Cambodia, both Christina and I, along with our classmates, have seen the reasoning behind why the Cambodian people have such a strong pride for their country despite their unpleasant past.